Good evening, everyone. Today, I want to talk about attention. A few years back, I used to listen to this guy named Scott Galloway. He had a podcast, he still does, I think. And he used to talk about companies like Amazon and Netflix and why are they valued so high. And his thesis was, or one of them was that um, they have sort of created time machines for us as consumers. What he was trying to say was that they provide us convenience by making our daily activities, going out and watching a movie, ordering things, all those, mundane things easier for us. Now you don't have to go to the grocery store to buy your groceries. You save whatever 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. So that's what he means by they created a time machine. uh, Now what does that have to do with attention? And what I mean by that is they are, by making all these activities, these daily mundane activities easier for us, they've allowed us to consume more because we have all this extra time all of a sudden. And people find it easier to consume than create. And so fast forward to from Netflix being created or Amazon to TikTok, you've had these years of gradual increase of consumerism and decline of creativity and kind of a slowing down. There's almost it's almost taboo to talk about, I'm not doing anything today. If your friends invite you to go do something and you say, I'm staying home, I'm gonna read a book. Well, maybe not so much, that's kind of shifting now, but that's a topic for another video. uh, but back to TikTok and consumerism. Well, now TikTok, you can scroll and just buy things you see on the camera. They have this feature where you can click to find similar things, and it'll find you even items that are not explicitly listed on the video. So I could make an ad, I could make a video, I'm sorry, and you could click on my video on TikTok and tap on my hoodie and it will try to find similar items. That's I don't know if there's maybe with VR, maybe with some kind of immersion technology that could be evolved even further, but that's like peak capitalism, consumerism, attention, an attention black hole. So how do you escape this attention black hole and the consumerism cycle? Well, you kind of try to shift your activities. You shift your time slowly. You can't do it like a cigarette. You can't just smoke. Well, I don't think anybody. I shouldn't say anybody, but if you ever try to quit smoking or vaping or any habit, it's really hard to do it cold turkey and actually succeed. You have to do it gradually. So how do you do it? How do you shift? You go from watching TikToks for an hour to watch an episode of a new show, or even better, watch a movie. I think a lot of new shows are, I hate generalizing, but I've seen new shows where the cuts and how it's structured is very attention grabbing. And more specifically, a specific example, things like Selling Sunset, brainchild of Big Brother, those type of things, they're basically TikTok. If you think about it, they're just things happening everywhere, or your attention, grabbing your attention every second, cuts to everything, discussion. You know, there's no pause. This doesn't give you time to breathe. And this is, I'm going on a tangent now, but this is why I loved Pluribus. It's so refreshing to see an episode happening, but it just takes place in like one place. The whole 45 minutes, it could be up at one place. The camera is fixed. There may be or may not be more than 5 sentences spoken. It's just so refreshing to see that. I loved it. I loved every episode of Pluribus. But yeah, so back to shifting from TikTok to a show or a movie, even better. Doing that will it will help you get off of the TikTok routine of, oh, okay, I have a break in my day now, I'm gonna go on TikTok. And I'm not saying for a lot of people it's really hard to just, oh, I shouldn't watch TikTok while I'm have a break from work. I should watch a show. I know that's stupid. A lot of people are not working from home. You're in the office, wherever. You can't really do that. So, but doing that at home, focusing on something other than TikTok or Instagram or just scrolling, will help you in all other times of the day where you are wanting to, your brain is wanting to do that, to scroll, because you're slowing down, you're closing that gap between consumerism and creativity. You're making it easier for yourself to shift. But then you're gonna tell me, okay, all right, I've started, I've lowered it down, I've lowered my hours of being on TikTok. Now what? I'm just, my time instead of TikTok now is shifted to just watching shows and movies. How does that help me? Well, the next step could be grab a book, read a book. Then from that, maybe write your thoughts. I find journaling very helpful. I started doing that myself. I used to think it was, well, I shouldn't say that. I never did it, so I never really had a strong opinion on it. But now that I've started, I find it helps. It's helping me with actually talk about the videos the channel that I'm starting. Like I mentioned in my first 2 videos, I never talked in long form. I never expressed my thoughts. I never try to sit there and debate people, except, you'll have a conversation with friends here and there, but never in a way where it's considered crucial, or like it wasn't a debate class. It was just, talking with friends. So this is how I am making that shift. I'm trying to lower my hours of scrolling by writing, like I said, journaling, and just writing scripts, thoughts, talking points for my videos, and then creating the videos. And I know nobody's watching this. I'm just me talking to the camera for 10 minutes, whatever, with my dog, walking in the woods. And going into this, now I'm way on a tangent right now, but starting this, like I said in my first 2 videos, one of the main reasons that held me back from actually having done this already was fear of talking to the camera and what am I gonna say. this will be my fourth video, and I still the fear is still there, but it's just I feel it shrinking. I feel it becoming lesser and obstructing me less and less. And that gives me hope. That makes me feel like I'm doing something. And like I said, nobody's watching this, so it's just for me basically. And if you do happen to watch it, I hope it helps you. I really do, because that's pretty much why I'm doing it. To help myself, in the hope, and then hopefully that will help somebody else in the future. Seeing me start with nothing, 0 views. I've gone on an insane tangent. No, really, it's kind of adjacent, but yeah, shift your attention slowly, because that's slowly in itself is part of the habit building. Because trying to do something, going from a 0 to a 1 or 1 to a 0 often is destructive. You have to do, even shifting towards the good thing, you have to do it slowly. Because that slow process will teach you how to do that for different things in your life and different habits, and it's just better that way, in my opinion. Kind of hate saying in my opinion. That's a whole other topic. I don't like saying that because it makes your point it makes your point sound like you don't care. It makes it so that when you say whatever you just said, it makes it sound like you don't care what other opinions are there. So I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. But yeah, I don't know where I've gone with the video. I hope you try to slow down, shift your attention from fast-paced things, consumerism, and experience life slower, because the faster you experience it, the faster it goes away. But yeah, thank you. Bye. What are you doing, buddy?